That is a beautiful run, by the way. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous spot. But we're not gonna chance it much more than what I've already done, because of temperature, heat. Hey, this is Dad Random, and I am here with the Air 2S. All right. And I want to do just a quick maiden flight. Everything is about as good as it's going to get today. It's about 80 degrees already, and it's a little breezy. Should be perfect. Should be a great experience with the new Air 2S. Really excited to look through this new camera. And I have not flown this thing. This is going to be my first flight. I'm going to do a little bit of a sound test. About 44 at the low end decibels. About 44 decibels at the low end. So that's the quiet. All right. So she should be ready. Like I said, I haven't done anything. I haven't even hooked up I've hooked up my phone. I've done the usual things. You know, I've updated the software, checked the batteries to make sure I've got, let that truck go by. Check the batteries to make sure that everything is good, that there's no battery updates that I have to do. So everything seems like it's pretty kosher. I'm gonna go ahead and start my controller, get my phone connected up. I'm pretty excited. So I think every drone flyer is excited. I'm excited to see what it's like through this camera. The only thing is I don't have the greatest conditions today. I could. It's just tough to see through my viewing screen. So I'll go ahead and I install. There we go. Get that on there as best I can. Not mess things up too much. Go ahead. There we go. Hopefully my camera recognizes me. It's a little busy in the morning. A lot of cars driving by right now. Hopefully my audio is working, so I'm getting everything. Hoping I don't get any visitors today, so I can have a good, calm flight experience. I don't have to talk to anybody. Let's see. There we go. There's my fly app. All right, we should be able to. Oh boy, here we go. Already got somebody down here. It seems like I always catch somebody on a Monday morning. And we'll have to say hi to this person. Well, let's go ahead and say hi, because we're here like all the time. Hi, I'm Drone Guy.
I don't know why.
Okay. That's an example of somebody I actually run into her every time I come down here. This is probably like the fourth time, and she's really been putting up with me. So I'm just going to make my flight short, and hopefully I can appease her by leaving early and that kind of thing. So being out of here, so we'll go ahead and get it started. You guys, she used me in the plural, so hopefully, I don't know what you guys mean, meaning that there's other than me that comes in here. So, okay. Autofocus on. Auto. One of the things I want to look at is, let's see, zoom. Does it zoom? That's it zooms. So the zooming is good. Let's see, normal mode. It says takeoff permitted, so we're good there. One of the other things I want to do is check to see if it needs to be calibrated at all. So I'm going to go down and look at compass normal, IMU normal. Usually you don't have to calibrate, but I'm going to do a quick calibration. Put this down here because I have never flown this thing before. And it says calibration successful. Let me go right there. All right. Okay, so we are going to do I'm going to do an auto takeoff hand launch. I think it's anytime I have my first DJI drone. And let's see, we go ahead and hit start, hit takeoff. Nice quiet takeoff. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it around a little bit, move it out right about there. I'm going to hit record. So there is our very typical 54. 54 was about a 10 decibel reading. So let's go ahead and give it a maiden flight. All right. Bring it all the way out to the trail. And I'm in normal, just a normal mode. Have a little bit of fun with the camera. Looks like the directioning system is working perfect. The little flight indicator on the lower left-hand corner looks great. And I'm just going to go out, fly a little FPV-like. I'll definitely try this in FPV mode. But she's warm today, and I'm not gonna push it like I'd normally push it. Little break up there, but I am quite low, so I'm gonna get it up in the air here. I'm only 50 feet up from. Everything looks normal. 91%. Flying at about 28 miles an hour. I don't have full stick forward. Now if I go full stick forward, I'm about 32. We'll do a little bit of tracing of the cliff over here. Little cliff tracing. Let's slow it down a little bit as we get closer. Now I want to drop the gimbal. Oh, there's somebody that's running. And he's like, yay, it's a drone. And we'll go around. And keep right there. Makes that scenery just that much more cool. And we'll go along here. Get some of that video. Remember, this is our maiden flight. And I'm going to slow it down a little bit. 4K 30 recording mode. What I should have done is put it in 4K 60 and compared it to the Mavic, the DJI FPV drone, which really is impressive. It's really interesting because I haven't flown with a screen in a while. And I'm just out there, not that far. Just tracing the trail here, trailhead. All right, I'm gonna turn it around here a little bit. Do a little reveal of the area. Bring that up there. Very dry right now. It is just super dry. And then we can bring her back to our home point. It'd be kind of cool if they threw the virtual home point on here. I really dig that virtual home point from here. Let's go a little bit into the sun. That's a little over better. Now we are being auto guided by the camera software. And I don't want to be on the trail when we meet that person. But there's a good contrasting shot right there where you see the green mixed with the rock, the rock textures. That's a real test for any camera right there. We've got shadows down below, and I do not have the exposure locked. But I've really got to be careful. There's the runner again. We'll stay out here. That's pretty cool. That is a beautiful run, by the way. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous spot. But we're not gonna chance it much more than what I've already done, because of temperature, heat. And I do not, there's a little switch, there's a little change in exposure right there. Anytime you vary the pitch of your camera, and this is the CMOS 1-inch 10-bit, man. And we'll go down there. Got a bird greeting us this morning. And I'm doing a little kind of motion FPV flying. It doesn't give you the same feeling as the FPV drone for sure. You know, you're just photographing a large area, and there's still water down there in the creek. That's actually a river. But I'm going to take it up to the lake and get some water. We'll do a little practice there. Trail looks pretty this morning. All right. What I want to do now is I don't like doing return to home, but we're going to do a return to home test. There's our return to home. It's going to go to its prescribed altitude, which is, I think it's 300 and some feet. And this is the boring part of the flight. And what I want to do here is just, can I do altitude testing, like can I reduce my altitude and return to home? Yes. Wow, that is a clear picture, isn't it? I want to get some of that. It's so bright today right now. I don't have a filter on it. I should have put a filter on. So it looks good. GPS signal weakens near buildings. It's giving me a lot of, I got to turn off those, I've got to turn off those hints. Those things are very annoying. Go ahead and click those off. got a lot of things to do with this little bird. She's coming home fast, about 26 miles an hour, a little bit windy. And we were at 66%. I know about where exactly I flew today, so that'll be a good indicator as to what I'm going to get as far as distance. I definitely want to run all these batteries a couple of times, so I want to get used to the controls. And I'm coming in hot. She's coming in hot. Coming in hot. There she is. And we'll take back control. All right, we'll get ourselves in the picture here, and we'll land. Very nice. Very nice. Very pretty out there, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous out there today? All right. She's not going to come any closer. She's like, hey, you're going to have to come to me. There we go. That's about as smooth as you get. That's GPS flying at its best right there. I'll go ahead and shut off the camera. And there it is. There's the maiden flight of the Mavic Air 2S. No errors. Currently our temperature is 81 degrees. Going up to 106. We'll definitely get a temperature check with this little baby. But that was some easy flying right there. Sounds great. Gosh, I've still got some plastic stickers on the gimbal. But sounds great, flying great, very simple setup. Looked like everything worked out that I did today or yesterday when I put together the flight software. I did all my firmware updates. Everything's great. I do notice a lot of people buying those little connectors to hold the props down, to keep them from getting, the prop keepers. I've never seen any need for them. I've never had any problems. But there it is right there. We're now in the bag. Disconnect from the phone. Power down. Can't get much easier than that, guys. There's nothing there that I didn't expect to happen. So very nice, except for my friend showing up and explaining to me for the 14th time that I'm on a public access to anyway, it's okay. She's just doing what she's supposed to do. I just got to keep telling her every time, everything's good, man. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not hurting anything. It seems like there's a little more of that, but maybe it's just because I fly a lot more. But Dad Random, all right, Mavic Air 2S. Take it out of here, and yeah. So, what were my expectations? Easy setup. This is exactly the same. If you look at the bottom of the Air 2 camera, we'll see. I think the proof is going to be in the video. And then I'll take some photos up at the lake, I think, at maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't know when I'm going up there. Be nice to get a break in the weather or get a little dynamic weather through where we'll get some clouds. It's so blue right now.